my sweet treats, Senna here. Today is actually my first day going vegan, and I just wanted to make sure that we could track everything, like all the changes, and if you guys do decide to follow me, then you can see how it affects my health, how it affects my skin, my weight, all that, and I'll be sure to keep uploading videos. It may not be every day, especially because I do have a 36-hour work week ahead of me, but anytime I get free time, I will be sure to upload another video, and then you guys can watch and see what's been happening. If you're interested in recipes or anything else, just let me know. I am new to this, but I find that a lot of my recipes that I used to make that weren't vegan were easy enough to transition over. For example, I used to make this chili, which I called BA chili because it was badass chili, and since being vegan, I've decided that I'm going to cut out the meat, which honestly I stopped using beef in that a long time ago and just started using like turkey or chicken. But now that's out of there, and I'm using a lot more beans than I originally did, and then extra bell peppers, like I added more colored ones to the recipe, and then some red potatoes as well. Whereas it used to be, oh, I added corn too, but it used to just be like beans and one green bell pepper, and then it had like the ground meat in there and some onions, and that was about it aside from like the spices and the tomato base and all that. So now it's just going to be more bean intensive, which honestly I've always liked beans more than I liked meat in the first place, so that works. And then it's going to have more vegetables, which honestly I do not like bell peppers. I am not a fan at all. So I'm probably just going to like blend them all up in my food processor, make it so that they're like a liquid consistency almost, and then add it in and stir it up and spice it up well enough so that I don't taste them. And I figure that way I'll definitely get some more vegetables in there, even if they're ones I don't like. Um, I have been making spaghetti squash lately, but whenever I am working a crazy work week like this, I don't, because honestly, who has time to just like take half an hour to cook something like that? Because I know I don't. Like, I'll get home around like 11 some nights, and I just don't want to cook. So that's where meal prep comes in. And if you guys want, I can show you some meal prep things as well. Um, what else would you guys be interested in seeing? Just let me know. I am into the whole Zen minimalism thing and veganism, obviously. I do a lot of art stuff, but it has gotten a bit expensive, so I'm trying to cut back on that. But if there's a specific thing that you guys were curious about, I'd be happy to do that. So I think that's about it for this video, and that channel description will be coming soon, and thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Alright, so I did mention that I wanted to add a few things just to like show you guys, I cannot speak today, to show you guys what all changes have been occurring since the whole veganism thing. And this is currently how my face looks. Like you can see, I do have a lot of pimples going on. Actually, because of this natural lighting right here, it looks a lot better than it is, but I have a lot of redness as well. I'm not sure if that helps at all. Yeah, you can see like around here, the nose and cheeks and everything, there is a bunch of redness. And then as far as my weight goes, originally I was 153, and then I guess I did kind of let myself go. I have a gluten sensitivity, and so I'm not supposed to eat that stuff, but then I found like a bunch of pills that are these natural enzymes. Oh, can't see my quotes. Natural enzymes, and they were supposed to basically like break down the gluten if you take the pill before eating it. And so I tried Gluten Cutter, and that one was actually pretty decent for me, because it's not like full-blown celiac disease. If you guys have that, I do not recommend those at all. Even if you don't, I kind of... The other one was Me Plus My Gluten something like that. I don't know what the hell that one was. But I tried that one, and then I started having like this ridiculous pain at work. It was kind of like in my... Let me move this. Like in the rib cage area, like right in here, which I'm wearing a baggy ass shirt, so that doesn't help. But like, yeah, rib where the stomach would be. And I went to the doctor for that because I was at work and I would just be in so much pain that I started throwing up. And I work in a deli, and you cannot be back there when you're throwing up, which I know it's hilarious. You know, I'm going vegan, I'm working in a deli, and that's probably going to start bugging me soon. But So I went to the doctor, and they were like, oh, well, that's probably just your pancreas. You know, either you have some inflammation or an infection, or it's something more serious. Just give it time, and we'll see what happens. And so, because I'm somebody that I research a lot of stuff, like, if I don't know something, I will look it up. And I decided to do that for the pancreas because I know a lot about the stomach, I know a lot about the liver, I know a lot of things about a lot of body parts because I'm always sick. I do have a weak immune system, and that's one thing I'm hoping this will help me with. But so I had never really researched the pancreas, and I think about it, I don't really know anything about the spleen either. So I looked it up, and it was talking about the different enzymes that it produces to help you digest food and whatnot. And one of them just really caught my eye. I can't exactly remember what it was. It was like amylase or something. But it caught my eye because I was like, wait, that's the main ingredient in that gluten defense thing that I've been taking. So maybe I just have too much in my system and that's what's messing with me. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and just stop taking that for a while, stop eating gluten, and see what happened. Which honestly, the gluten was bad for me anyway, because even with those pills, sure, I didn't have pain or anything, but I was breaking out like crazy. And then I could tell I was gaining weight, and I just wasn't feeling my best. I was just kind of groggy and just like, you know, when you're just like going through life listlessly, like you don't feel good? That's kind of how it was. And so I stopped taking it, and lo and behold, the pain stopped, the vomiting stopped, all that. So, yeah, that's something that happened. And, I totally lost my train of thought. But I will show you guys how much I weigh now, which honestly I'm not happy about, and hopefully it'll get better. Which, if you weigh more than me, if you weigh the same amount, if you weigh less, honestly, you're beautiful however you are. So long as you feel happy about yourself and you're comfortable in your own skin, that's all that matters. I'm not saying that my weight is like super, super heavy or anything, because honestly, for you, it could be completely different. You guys could be muscular, you could just, like, different body types, it could be anything. And honestly, I'm 5'10", so yeah. Um, anyway, I'm gonna add that in, and please, no hate. Be gentle. Alright.